My name is Nitin. I'm a first year MTech Mechatronics student from VIT University in Chennai. And this is a mini project about self-balancing robot and gyro applications. Initially, I will give you the introduction of the basic project and then I will show you the working model. To start off with, I have built a self-balancing robot and the two applications of gyro. The first one would be the on and off of the controller of the LED, and the next is the interfacing using the processing software. And the sensor I used is an MPU6050 gyro sensor and an Arduino Uno microcontroller to control the process. First, in the self-balancing robot, I have used a PID controller. That is, what exactly it does is it controls the loop feedback mechanism. The PID is the proportional, the integral, and the differential. And how it works is there is an error value. The error value is equal to the measured process variable minus the desired set point. This minimizes the error batches in the process through use of manipulated values. And we explain this in terms of a figure over here. So what we see is this is the process. The process over here is the motion of the motors. So the error from the process is calculated and a particular value is set for the P, I and D. That's a constant for Kp for P, Ki for the I and Kd for the D. This we are using as Pi. This the formula that we use is Kp into the error plus Ki plus the Ki into the integral of the error. This is sent to the particular process. So likewise we get a combination of Pi, Pd or the complete PID. Next is the MPU 6050 micro 6050 gyro sensor. Here we have that this particular sensor controls the motion of the robot, and it is nothing but an MEMS accelerometer and MEMS gyro, which is inbuilt. There is a 6-axis accelerometer and the 6-axis gyro, and the output coming out of it is a 16-bit analog to digital conversion hardware for each channel. And this is done by the I2C bus. It's also called as I2C bus. And as you can see, the ADO pin, it signifies the least significant bit of the I2C slave address which is sent from the pin. This is the particular I2C bus. As you see, there are many hardware. For example, we can connect the Arduino boards over here, and this is the actual processor itself. We have an XTAD data and XCL data which is coming out from the gyro sensor. Based on that, the particular bus interface can be seen. And I use an N9 3D motor driver circuit where there are two enable pins. There are two VCC pins, so we can control up to 2 motor circuits based on the inputs and outputs sent to the N9 3D and outputs derived from the N9 3D. Now this is the self-balancing robot that I have made. As you can see, I use 3 potentiometers, which is the PID of the particular robot. This Arduino board that I use, the N9 3D motor driver circuit, this is the MPU60 sensor. These are 2 DC models. So coming to the flowchart of it, first we see the hardware assembly, then we write the program into the Arduino microcontroller. Then this program is interfaced with the MPU6050 gyro output, which drives the motor rotation through the N9 3D. And as the N9 3D motor driver rotates the motor, the particular output is sent from the PID controller, which acts as a feedback system. Then we have this control. That is, I am controlling 2 LEDs using one MPU6050 gyro sensor. Here, coming to the flowchart again, we have the hardware assembly. There is no programming into it. The hardware connections are shown as per the figure. Then it is interfaced with the MPU6050 gyro sensor, which derives the output to the on and off. That is, as we see, as we move the MPU6050 gyro sensor left and right, the particular LED control can be obtained. And this over here is a serial monitor reading that we obtained from the particular sensor, which is interfaced with the Arduino. This is showing in the video. The next, what we see is using a software called processing. So in this, as we move the gyro, that is the pitch, roll and yaw motion, we see a plane figure which represents an airplane. That particular action can be interfaced and seen through the processing software. So how this works is there's a hardware assembly the Arduino programming is fed to the Arduino. The processing software, this interface with the Arduino, where the output from the MPU 6050 gyro sensor is fed to it, and the final interfacing of the processing software can be seen. Thank you. And in the next videos, I will be showing the working of these three applications. My name is Nitin, and in this video I will be explaining about the principle of working of a self-balancing robot, and I have inclined this robot in a particular degree so that the actual working of the robot can be seen more clearly. When we look at the wheels of the particular robot, we see that the direction of the wheels changes. This happens because when the whole robot is about to fall in one particular direction, the motor rotates in the opposite direction trying to balance it. The same happens on the other direction of the fall as well. This can be seen in the Arduino Uno through the LEDs which is present on the Arduino. As we see that as the LED blinks and unblink, this happens due to the motor direction change. That is, as we see the robot is trying to fall in this direction, it changes the direction and the LED blinks on the opposite direction. This is seen in the LED. Now coming to the explanation of the particular robot, this is the Arduino Uno which I have used as a microcontroller. This is the P, I and D control system. This over here is an L293D motor driver where I have built the particular circuit in the breadboard. This is the MPU 6050 gyro sensor that I have used. These are the two DC motors. Now to obtain a complete control of this robot, a DC motor with greater torque must be used. Now coming to the working of the robot, a 12 volt supply is given from the adapter. Now the 12 volt is supplied into the breadboard. From the breadboard we give a 12 volt into the Arduino. Arduino step down this 12 volt into 5 volt, and again that is given into the breadboard, where the 5 volt is given into the MPU 6050. Now as we see, based on the program written into the Arduino Uno, the MPU 6050 gyro sensor tries to balance the robot. This is what we saw in the previous section of the tilt and untilt of the robot, and that is seen in the LED of the Arduino. The PID control is used so that the particular control of the robot is determined based on the error of the previous process. The previous process error is sent to this, and the PI combination or the P combination or the PD combination or the PID combination sets the robot to move in a particular direction. Thus, the output is sent from the Arduino Uno into the L293D IC. This L293D IC output is sent into the motor which controls the motion of the robot. This is the basic principle of working of a self-balancing robot. Thank you. My name is Nitin, and in this video I will be showing the control of on and off of the LEDs using the MPU 6050 gyro sensor. What we see over here is I have given connections. The program I have given, the output of 6 and 9 is sent as an input to the breadboard which controls the LEDs on and off. I have interfaced the MPU 6050 gyro sensor with an Arduino Uno, where I am powering up the Arduino through the USB cable. A 5 volt is taken and it's given to the breadboard, and from here the 5 volt is again taken and given to the MPU 6050 gyro sensor in order to turn it on. These are the XCL and the XDA pins. The XCL is the serial clock and the XDA is the serial data which are transmitted into the Arduino Uno through the analog pins A4 and A5. The program is written in such a way that the yaw motion controls the on and off of the LED, and the pitch motion controls the brightness of the LED. So coming to the working of the particular setup, we see that when a yaw motion is given to the sensor, the LED on and off. That is, the LED 1 ons, LED 2 offs, the LED 2 ons, the LED 1 offs. This is seen, and as I give the pitch, you can see the intensity of the LED also can be adjusted. This application can be seen where we need to on and off the lighting of the room. So in that particular system, from one user end, by controlling the MPU 6050 gyro sensor, we can on and off the lighting system. This can be seen in the serial monitor of the Arduino. That is, as I'm giving the rotations, the yaw motion, we see that the values keep changing, and on the pitch rotation also the values change. Thank you. My name is Nitin. In this video, I will be showing the application of the control of an airplane using an MPU 63 gyro sensor, which I will be showing virtually. Coming to the components, here we have the MPU 63 gyro sensor. This is a VCC power given, the ground. XCL is a serial clock. SDA is a serial data. The ADA sends the least significant bit of the particular analog signal, and the INT is an interrupt given to it. The connections given are from XDA and the XCL. It is given to the analog pins of the Arduino Uno. The Arduino Uno is powered by the USB, which is sent over here. From here, 5 volt is given into the MPU 650 gyro sensor, which turns it on, and the interrupt is given to the digital pin 2. Now, this is the Arduino program that is written. It works on two libraries. One is the wire.h and the I2C. This is the processing software interface. Now, based on the codes written to it, which is fed into the Arduino Uno, we see that a teapot is the interface that has been mentioned. Coming to the working of it, when we see the yaw, pitch and roll motion given to it, the particular interface is seen over here. This is a yaw motion. Over here is the particular roll motion, and this is the pitch motion. So based on this, we can see the application where we can control the airplane using the MPU 6050 gyro sensor. Thank you.